The 111th Liege-Bastogne-Liege, the old lady, the doyenne, the oldest of the Northern Spring Classics. Remco Evenepoel, a two-time winner, up against Tadej Pogacar and, of course, Tom Pidcock. Skjelmose had beaten everybody else, however, in Amstel, and could Pogacar win a third Liège title? 252 kilometres, 4,500 metres of climbing, 11 named climbs, always attritional, one of the most difficult athletic tests in world sport. GC contenders against Classics contenders. The final big weekend of the spring. Sunny weather greeted the start. Not always something that you're able to see in Liège. And, well, with a snazzy change of 7-11 jersey, Uno X made it into the break alongside 8 other teams. 12 riders would make it, with Soudal-QuickStep alongside UAE Team Emirates doing the chasing behind. Pogacar was enjoying his afternoon. The gap was just under 6 minutes, 150 odd kilometres to go, but just a few Ks up the road, the race would start to change again. They'd head out to Bastogne and start the journey back with Bob Jungels, a former winner of the race, 2018 winner in fact, attacking and then joining with a teammate who came from behind. Ineos Grenadiers had a plan. The plan was to make the race harder. Domen Novak, though, was doing that too, and he was riding for Tadej Pogacar. After having got, well, a minute and a half or so ahead, the two attackers were caught with 84 kilometres to go. The climbs were coming thick and fast. And those left in the peloton trying to chase down those left in the breakaway. Eddy Merckx's playground came and went on the Côte de Stockeux. More riders became victims of the pace and rhythm at the front. Jack Haig was a notable name in the breakaway. Could Bahrain Victorious try something? At one point they did, but there were the usual incidents and problems behind, Warren Barguil having to abandon the race after this crash. Well, Bahrain's move didn't get Pello Bilbao up to Jack Haig, and Bilbao was in the bunch that caught Haig and the rest of the break with just less than 60 Ks to go. The run into La Redoute was next, and Remco Evenepoel, two-time winner having attacked on this climb in previous years, was well out of position. That was the first thing to note. The next thing to note was how quickly things changed at the front. Pogacar having two teammates on the front, and with just under a kilometre still to go of one of the most famous climbs, the most iconic climb in fact in the whole of Wallonia, Pogacar seated, decided to accelerate, and accelerated away. Was it too early to follow him? Did anyone else have the legs? We're about to get the answer. The world champion showing off the rainbow jersey, even though it was a completely sunny day. But the gold bike of the Olympic champion was well behind. Pogacar first to the top of La Redoute, 10 seconds at this point, and having seen what happened in Amstel the week before, everybody was still asking the question, was it over? Could he be caught? Well, Evenepoel following at over half a minute at this point. Healy, though, having teamed up with Pidcock, Ciccone and Alaphilippe, was looking decent. But with just less than 30 Ks to go, the gap was over half a minute. It was soon a minute, and that with 20 kilometres still to ride. Evenepoel still in the chase group at this point, and one final climb still to be ridden. On to the final climb, Pogacar rode, and his gap was 1 minute 18 seconds over Pidcock, Healy, Alaphilippe and Ciccone. The latter then attacked, and only Ben Healy could follow. Evenepoel was behind, but he was done. No Belgian win on this occasion. That was going to Slovenia, and by this point that was obvious. The country hadn't won a Liège until 2020, but Primož Roglic's victory opened the floodgates. Then came along Pogacar. But who'd finish on the podium with him? 2 kilometres to go. It looked as though Ciccone and Healy would be able to do that, as Pogacar was about to celebrate. And another amazing moment. Continuing on his quest to be the best and crowning a sensational spring. Dedicating the victory to the memory of his late mother-in-law. And becoming the first man in history to finish 6 successive monuments on the podium. Standing up there with him, Ciccone just about getting the better of Healy. A good day for Lidl Trek and EF Education Easy Post as UAE Team Emirates win yet another big race. And that race for 4th place was won by Velasco, Italian rider racing for XTS Astana. Evenepoel saluting his supporters as he came in a few minutes down. At his big rival Pogacar. What a spring it's been. A podium in Sanremo, winning the Ronde van Vlaanderen, 2nd in Roubaix, and a 3rd Liège victory in the space of just 5 years. He now moves up on the list. Only Argentine, Valverde and Merckx have more. Pogacar having this one ahead of Ciccone, Healy, Velasco and debutant Thibaut Nees, who finished very impressively in the top 5. This was the top 3 though. Another podium topped by Tadej Pogacar. Done and dusted in Liège for another year. Next up on TNT Sports, the Vuelta Femenina and the Giro D'Italia.